Don't Call It Quits is a luncheon marriage retreat taking place this Saturday, April 6th. Joining me now with more information are Dr. Brian Salmonen and Angie Duenas. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us. Sure appreciate it.
And I also forgot to mention your other title, doctor, is you are also a reverend at a church here in Guam.
Yeah, I'm the brand new pastor at the Lutheran Church of Guam. In fact, we just moved here from the great state of Michigan this past December.
A little colder than here.
A little bit, yeah. We're still transitioning. Yeah, I live on a lake that's frozen in Michigan, and coming here it was a little bit different. Yeah,
definitely. And I know. Tell me more about marriage and love. That is your specialty, so to speak.
Yeah, it is not just as a pastor, but also a therapist, psychologist. I work with couples, individuals for a long, long time in my career. But whether you're in therapy or just anyone on the street, relationships matter. Relationships are the stuff of life. And we all know it. We all long for it. But to make them work and to make them click and to make them happen, now that's kind of the challenge. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about in the seminar, not just for married people, but for single people as well. How do you have a good relationship? What are some of the tips, if you will, of the trade, tools of the trade? What can we do to work together to make it a good, loving relationship?
It's very true. I have lots of questions in this department, clearly because I'm not very good with relationships and love. So Angie, what is your role in this particular luncheon, and are you excited to attend?
Actually, I will just be attending as a guest. I missed out on last year's event, and I'm really looking forward to this year. So I just came more as support. I'm a member of the church and then serve on the council. And I just wanted to show and tell other women that even if you don't have problems in your marriage, it's still good to come and make a good marriage better, right? And then yeah, and if you don't even want to come with your husband, you can come with girlfriends. There's nothing wrong with that. I think last year we had a couple of ladies come on their own. Yeah.
Nice. And what are some of the tools, or what will they maybe get out of this luncheon, and what are you looking forward to teach?
One of the things that I really try to emphasize is that we live in a throwaway culture. We throw away everything. Everything is disposable. And sadly, what's happened is that relationships have become disposable. And when the going gets tough, I hate to be the cliche here, but the tough get going. And part of the challenge in marriage is to realize that love means a promise. Love means I will be with you. Love means when everything else in the world changes, and 50 years down the road, I don't have an idea what the world's going to be like. One thing I am sure of is this: I will be your man. I will be your woman. So I want to talk about how the promise binds us to an unknown future, but it also binds us to this very imperfect person, and this imperfect person binds herself to me as well. That's actually a really good thing, and people really need to know it is possible to learn how to fall in love all over again. But it's hard work. Right. See, when we first fall in love, at first it's based on purely emotion. You know, she touches me and I quiver, kind of thing. The romantic notion.
Right.
That has to change. You can't live on that. Nobody can live on that. In fact, the research is really clear that romance dies by 80% within the first 2 years of marriage. Well, that means real love has an opportunity to take over. But we live in a culture now that's defining love as a feeling. Feelings are there, great. Feelings are gone, I chuck the relationship. And we're going to talk about how that has to be changed, and it can be changed.
Right, and that's where the Don't Call It Quits kind of comes into play.
That's right.
Who do you think can avail of this opportunity? Who should show up?
I think anybody. Even if you're thinking about getting married, if you're in a good relationship, you should come. You should evaluate yourself and see if you are the type of person you want to be in a relationship with. I think that was one of the key points. So it's not necessarily trying to go and look and see what the other person could improve, but looking at yourself and taking a look at that. I think that every relationship takes work, especially your marriage. I think that's your most important relationship in your life. So call it a date night, right? Just go with your spouse. What can you learn in 2 hours or date dates during the day? You know, what can you guys get out of this together that would help your relationship?
Definitely. Yeah. So if we wanted to attend, where should we go, and how can we find out more?
You're probably better at this than I am. It's at the Dusatani, but I don't know which. I just speak.
And, you know, there'll be lunch served, and the doors open at 11:30, and it starts at 12 till 2.
Perfect. Yeah. So we'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're really looking forward to it. Thanks so much, Angie. It's going to be a blast, yeah.
Definitely. So again, Don't call it love. Don't call it quitting.